So my name is Mike Britton, and I am the CIO and CISO for Abnormal Security. I've been at Abnormal for 4 years. Prior to that, I spent 25 years in Fortune 500 enterprises. Last stop before Abnormal was a company, Bread Financial, where I was the CISO and Chief Privacy Officer for my last 6 years there. I spend a lot of my day in ChatGPT Enterprise. It's just so many different things. It gives me the ability to quickly type out an email and not necessarily worry about formatting and structure. And I can throw it through ChatGPT and I can put a nice little prompt around exactly what I'm trying to convey, and it'll help clean it up quickly. It's great for synthesizing documents. It's great for note taking. Almost all of the calls I have with my team and others, I use AI note taking just to really be able to easily get out the action items, easily follow up with people, easily track things. It's the old days where I would write a report or write a document or write a memo. I'd look over it myself, then I'd send it to somebody else to review, something that would take a week to get done. Whereas I have this immediate feedback loop in the AI tools we use where I don't have to wait and send it to someone. I can get that iterative feedback and polish and get it cleaned up to how I want it back and forth in a matter of seconds versus days with doing it manually to it. I think it's also important to educate people that this does not replace your human brain. You can do a lot of really amazing things, but your brain is still much more powerful than any artificial intelligence today. And so trust anything at face value when it's spit out through some AI tool. Make sure you're giving it that sanity check. Make sure you're reviewing it. That's one of the things on our roadmap that we're releasing this year is leveraging our behavioral AI to help with security awareness training for users when it comes to spotting phishing attacks or leveraging phishing simulations that are AI generated things. I do think there's a lot of agentic AI use cases that are around the horizon, especially in security. And I think that barrier of entry and the ability to create those type of applications and those solutions it's easier today than it's ever been. One of the things we're embracing too is just AI in developmental tools and developmental processes as well. Things like Cursor, V0, even code review. There's so many aspects that you can just really supercharge even your development process leveraging AI. I think some people fear that AI is going to replace them. I think there's a fear of the Hollywood version of AI that we're either going to turn into Skynet's going to go up and the Terminator is going to be real life, or the old Disney movie WALL-E where we're just all going to be fat and lazy. And I think people gravitate to the extremes there and worry versus how do I take mundane and routine things that take me a lot of time and how do I speed that up and free up my time to do more meaningful work. I think if you looked at a single topic when it comes to, is my data going to be used by somebody else? Is my data going to train other models? Is my data going to be accidentally exposed to another customer or another entity? I think that worries a lot of folks. And I think that's where the need for AI governance and controls and better transparency and visibility into how companies are using data is paramount there. I think when you look at data governance and how we use AI for our products, it's very important because what we're dealing with is email data. So our product stops email attacks for customers. We want to make sure our customers understand we have very tight retention policies. We don't use their data to train other customers' models. Their data is their data and we protect it. We ring fence it around for their use only. And we provide a lot of visibility. That's one of the reasons this year we're going through the ISO 42001 certification as well. When it comes to internal, very dogmatic on use our tools. We're here to enable, we're not here to block. I realize that if I don't provide tools and capabilities for my employees with AI, they're going to easily be able to go around me. So it's really important to make sure we're pushing the tools that we use, having the conversations and communication with all of my business leaders to come to me when they have needs. One of the interesting things, and we're using it quite a bit for enablement, is around creating AI avatars, especially in training. I have a tool where I have an AI avatar of myself, and I can easily create the next security awareness training for my company. I can feed it a script, and I've got very polished Hollywood-like videos with me speaking whatever I want it to speak, and turn that around. Where I think the whole thing around deepfakes and taking a clipping, whether it's voice cloning or video cloning, I think there's a lot of really positive use cases there where companies can leverage for a variety of reasons. It does scare me too, because the attackers and cyber criminals can also do the same thing. But Sora is another one that's a little nichey right now, but I think there's a lot of interesting use cases even with Sora, where I can provide prompts and text and it can generate some pretty cool videos quickly. I think there's a lot of value. We use GoLinks. It's an integral part of being able to find things quickly. Shortcuts and links makes it super easy to tell someone to go / company info, and here's the Confluence page with all of our company information, or go / holiday, and here's the holiday schedule. That saves a lot of steps versus go to Confluence, go to the search bar, look for company holiday. Here's 15 results. Let me go find the correct one. I think also the other workplace tech that's important is most companies aren't shy or lacking documentation and knowledge. What they are lacking is probably in many cases too much, or it's sprawled across 15 different systems. And how do I find the right data that's current and up to date and fits my persona? How can you add that intelligence to enable your employees to quickly find the knowledge that they need to do their work and get them relevant, up to date, and useful information at their fingertips? We've used GoLinks since I've been here, and I've been here 4 years. I would say probably number one is it gives me the ability to use GoLinks in documentation versus links that can change. So if I want to update a version of something, instead of the full link of it changing, if I change versions or change documents, now I can easily always have certain documentations policies say, just always go to Go IT Help. And if my help desk changes from Jira to ServiceNow, it doesn't impact the user's ability to find it. They don't really have to know that I switched ITSM platforms. They just need to know, always go to Go / IT Help. I think it would change a lot of my engineering team's workflows. They have it pretty heavily embedded into a lot of things. I do think it's pretty essential for us. It's something we've used long enough and used extensively enough that it's kind of ingrained into our processes now.